Well, some local scientists are hoping to break new ground, figuring out why firefighters have higher cancer and heart disease rates than the general public.
Those scientists say it could have more to do with firefighters' sleep patterns constantly being disrupted and less to do with being around toxic smoke. KUSI's John Soderman explains in tonight's special report.
When it comes to the interruption of sleep, firefighters probably have it the worst, springing into action and having to be totally alert seconds after being awakened from a deep sleep.
Well, waking up at night just did beat you up. You don't realize it when you're younger, and you're able to adapt pretty well when you're younger. When you're older, it starts to wear on you.
The assessment of 31-year veteran San Diego Fire Captain Michael Nuanes, who is just one of many San Diego firefighters being studied by scientists at UCSD and the Salk Institute in La Jolla. The goal? To help firefighters avoid health problems linked with crazy sleep cycles. Because the reality is, despite their great physical shape, firefighters are getting sicker.
Many of us are already healthy, but we live healthy lifestyles. We seem to be coming down with diseases at a higher rate than the normal population.
We're realizing we have 30% higher cancer rates than anyone else. We're having more heart attacks than most people.
While firefighters are exposed to so much toxic smoke and other hazardous materials, it is the disruption of sleep, the complete chaos inflicted on their circadian or body clock rhythms that could be hurting them the most. But here's the catch. These highly talented scientists at the Salk Institute and UCSD are realizing that it may all come down to diet, that by changing what and when firefighters eat can offset the problems caused by interrupted sleep.
So, doctor, all told, when this study is completed, what is the headline going to be?
So it's not the calories or the type of food that matters. When you eat is as important as what and how much you eat.
When you eat. The words of Salk Institute Dr. Sachin Panda, who is heading up a first-of-its-kind, never-been-done-before 3-year study of firefighter health. A total of 150 San Diego firefighters will be closely monitored with the help of a special app to track their sleep, their diet, and their movement on a daily basis.
And here's your sleep, here's your food.
One of the study's key findings? The importance of firefighters restricting food intake to a 10-hour period and fasting for the remaining 14 hours of the day, all the while adhering to a Mediterranean diet.
And what is important about this study is if we find positive outcome from this 150 healthy heroes, I call them superheroes, in San Diego, then FEMA and Department of Homeland Security and even the Firefighters Union may consider rolling this program nationwide.
And the goal is hopefully to see if changing when we eat and what we eat can really help the impact of the sleep, because as firefighters don't sleep through the night, and that has negative impacts on the overall body. I just know how important sleep is and how detrimental the lack of it is. And I know as firefighters, we're exposed to we have a toxic soup in our world, unfortunately, between the diesel exhaust, the fires, the wildland fires, the house fires, and not always being able to eat right and take the time to take care of ourselves. It was really interesting to see and show that taking care of yourself, eating right, maybe not eating that ice cream or that last bowl when you have a 2 o'clock wake up, how it can really change and impact your life and your body.
And we're off.
Cardiologist Dr. Pam Taub says it's important to learn how limiting the amount of time food is consumed can improve not just firefighter health, but the health of any shift worker.
The statistic is that 45% of on-duty deaths among firefighters are due to cardiovascular causes. And we wanted to come up with strategies to improve the health of firefighters, as they're so important for our society. We actually call our study the Hero Study. And what's amazing to me about this strategy is it's not medication. It's actually a simple lifestyle intervention that is not hard to adhere to.
And what has Dr. Panda and his team learned about the San Diego Fire Rescue Department since they began their study in the spring
spring. Simply put, they say this could be the most health-conscious fire department in the entire country.
The firefighters are extremely diligent, they're very compliant, they always take instructions very seriously, and they're trying their best.
The impacts are going to be enormous nationwide, if not for firefighters everywhere. So it's pretty exciting to be on the forefront and to be the city chosen to assist in the study.
Dr. Panda and his team of researchers hope the recommendations of their study will become a health template for firefighters nationwide, and for a simple reason. They have become huge fans of first responders, fully realizing what their bodies are going through to keep us safe.
I call them, they're the superheroes and Wonder Women. So we have to keep these Wonder Women and superheroes healthy so that the society can remain healthy.
With KUSI Chief Photographer Mike Smith, John Soderman, KUSI News.